Well, the YouTube true crime terror site and everything else tonight. Going over everything else. I needed to do my video on this. I forgot to do this. But, I'm sorry for anybody that does not like this band. You see the title, don't watch. Or if you listen to me right now, get off my channel. Or get off my video. Because this right here is one badass band that came out in 1989. Went on through 1991. I did take a picture of a shirt I used to have. I screwed up the front of it. I don't know what, I think it got ripped somehow, but I only have the back of it. But in all seriousness, I want to go over these two albums because for the longest time I've been trying to get a hold of them on CD. I do have them on cassette. And of course, you know, can't play too much of that these days. But damn, I took a picture of a radio that they have now that's a cassette player with Bluetooth. It's like, damn, I'm going to put that in my car. Have to see if I can manage to get a hold of one of them suckers. Because as you know me, I got a bunch of cassettes that I still got to do a lot of videos over. I know my man Dave from Vermont loves these videos, so hopefully he enjoys Dangerous Toys just as much as me. Jason McMaster, the lead singer, was named to be probably the next Axl Rose. And I would love to see that man come out now because I watched I got lucky to watch the show Guns N' Roses did at Fenway Park. Yeah. I mean, I give it to Axl, man. That guy is still bouncing around on the stage, running around. But yes, his voice has kind of went downward. And, I mean, he can still hold the knees, right? That thing goes on. But damn, if anybody catches it, you'll get what I mean. But I'm not here to bust his chops. But this Jason McMaster, man, he could roll his tongue just as good as Axl did. And, of course, when they first came out, it was like, yeah, kick-ass country southern rock blue boys. It's about, I wonder if they did take a little bit of Pennywise and put it in the new movie off this album cover. Taking it from Dangerous Toys. But anyways, I mean, the second album there, Hellacious Acres, does not hold up to the first one, but it's just as good. I mean, there is some songs in there, maybe a couple that are like, you know, but I can listen to them all, I can get through them all, and that's all that matters. I mean, you get lost in them where they, you know, you're waiting for it to end type thing and get to the next song because the next song's as good as that one. But other than that, I recommend anybody. I do recommend anybody to listen to these albums if you're interested in some tongue-rolling, fast-picking guitar and sensational, you know, at their prime, I would say masterpiece work. I don't know what they did after Hellacious Acres, but I'd have to look into that, how many albums they do have. But of course, I got lost after 91 and went downhill into a black abyss of drinking. But before I did fade away into the blackness, I mean, these albums were there for me. Now, to me, life is music. I mean, other than my kids, wife, half my family, you know, cousins and stuff, you know, music was my life. Because if I wasn't around somebody or if something happened and, you know, I ended up by myself or with myself or whatever the case may be, or didn't see his cousins, blah, 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 I always had to turn to music. Why? Because it was always there. I'm not trying to rag on people, but, friends also. I know everybody gets a busy life, but how it is not the same when you're on friggin' apps like Facebook trying to communicate with somebody. Nothing is more better than having a shake of the hand, a few laughs with that person, and that's right, get to see him in person. And but before I want to get into that, let's get into the songs. Of course, here's the first song with Teasing and Pleasing, I'm sure, was the big hit that put them on the mainstream. But don't get me wrong, the other songs you don't hear and are friggin' awesome just as that one. I mean, Scared was good. Bones in the Gutter. I love Take Me Drunk. Feels like a hammer sporting a woody. Queen of the Nile, Outlaw. Here Comes Trouble. 10 Boots a Stomping. And That Dog. Now that dog is, one of them songs that but I dig it. Coach Jason McMaster here, redhead like Axl Rose. I don't know what it is with the redheaded men, but he can sure roll the tongue like Mr. Axl Rose, and that's what was getting him the publicity. And don't get me wrong, the band itself, they put out some good heavy licks. They put out some good damn tunes and melodies. And like I say, I recommend this album for anybody like Southern rock with a little bit of, say so whiskey, put in your beer or mixing, just to give you that oomph. And I'm telling you, man, this band just happens to be, just a good band, and you gotta have them in your collection. Like I said, Hellacious Acres, Gunfire, the Damn Goods, Give Me No Lip, Sticks and Stones. This song right here is what I'm talking about, good friends. And with this song, it's sending shivers up and chills up my spine, but I know where I'm going with this, and it's just one of them things, man. Like I said, a good talking to, shake hand, laughs, and getting back into the old groove. This song, man, there's a couple lyrics in it because it was written by one of the band members. I believe it was who was it? I think Mike. Let me check. I think it was this guy right here, the bassist. Mike Watson, yes, it was him that wrote Best Friend, Best of Friends. Now, now in the lyrics, I'm not putting this towards anybody, but this is probably the only thing that I could not use this song, but for what I'm talking about, but I can. But this part where he wrote about one of his friends got shot, and he hadn't seen him for 15 years, and he wrote this song about him. But whatever the case may be, and this song hits me every time I listen to it. And coming into the 90s, out of the 80s, that's right, all my buddies, everybody was going into high school, and we all went our separate ways. Hell, one even moved out of town, it was just that way. But, I don't know, I got into this song, and, this song led me to a lot of, and this is probably, honestly, where I went down to the heavy drinking. Because not only did I, lose everybody that was sentimental to me back in the day and tried to keep up with them as much as I could, all up until I got on Facebook. But like I say, Facebook is just Facebook, and that's just another face. when you ain't got that person in front of you, like my man Robert Baldwin, aka Beastie, right? Man, we used to hang at that boy's house where I'm doing funny things on funny videos, and and then another guy I knew, Sean Marple, drummer, kid we were gonna make a band with, but I got up in the caught up with stupid with myself and lost touch with him, and then he's gone. You try and put everything together, and the ones that are still alive, I try and get in contact with them as much as I can, but busy lives. So, and all I'm stuck with is a song, but that song hits me friggin' hard every time I listen to it. When I bought this CD at the flea market a few months back, and man, it was like, ooh, everything flooded in my head. Like I said, back in the 90s, man, I went into a spiral and just went downhill. I did meet new friends, don't get me wrong. And even them to this day is like throughout the 90s, right? But where are they now? And it's like, man, you don't know what was there until you hear something. And music, to me, puts me in that place. Like this sometimes when I listen to Bob Seger and I get my cousins, man, because that's all them parents back then would listen to in that day. And it'd be like we'd be coming home from the beach, driving around, that's right, listening to that stuff. And when that stuff comes on, it's like, boom! Night moves and turn the page, stuff like that. But like I said, there's some songs on here. I don't know why they did a cover of Bad Company. Don't get me wrong, it ain't bad. It's their version. I think it came out good, but and it's Feel Like Making Love. But put it on top of the hardness that they were trying to go with and put that in there. It's like, meh. I mean, line them up. I don't know, I think the Gypsy Black and Blues Valentine, it is a good song, but to me, this is one of them ones that you're waiting to get over with and get to the next one. But, I mean, it is good. I'm not trying to downgrade. Like I say, there are some albums I've listened to in life that I can go through front and back, and then there's some where you gotta skip one there, you gotta skip one there. And like I say, sometimes songs like this is what, loses interest in people, I guess you can say. But I recommend if you're an 80s fan or if you are looking back into the 80s to see what you can find to wind you up, right here, Dangerous Toys, folks. This is some good, solid, heavy rock and roll, is what I call it. I got caught, it ain't no more hard rock. It's called heavy rock and roll. Then you got your heavy metal. Then you got your rock and roll, and then you got your soft rock, and then, I'm putting it in my category. And heavy rock and roll is what these boys did. Gunfighter on Hellacious Acres, man. The riff of the guitar. Oh, man. Just whips it's like a whip. Whipping out at you. Cracking it at the bowl. Get you right into that, man. And they start off with a carnival song, too. So when they kick into the Gunfighter intro, it's like, yeah! Make you want to step on that gas pedal. Kick your ass right off. Fuel it up. But I recommend anybody looking back into some old tunes of my time. Check out Dangerous Toys. And if you already know who they are, well, then you already need to know that you need to reissue these CDs like I have. And these are going out of extinction, too. I shouldn't even be playing them, but I know that Hellacious Acres, yeah, they ain't printing no more. And this guy that I go to the Grafton Flea Market, if anybody's local, there's a guy down there want to check out for CDs. I stumped him with this one, man. Because I was down there trying to find CDs, or that one, this one, that one. I said, what about Dangerous Toys, Hellacious Acres? He's like, what the hell? And when I went to go show him on the, my phone, because I pulled up the picture of it. Yeah, I know the Dangerous Toys. He's coming out of a jack-in-a-box. I said, no. So I went over and showed him this one. He's looking at this one, and that ain't Hellacious Acres. And even that's their self-title. I was like, bang, right here. He's like, oh, I've never seen that before. So I was like, ha ha. Because that guy likes to show off his stuff down there. Thinks he knows it all. It's like, Jesus Christ, guy, But he's a great salesman. And if he's got something you might need, he's got it there. You want to check him out. Grafton Flea Market. If you go in the main gate, you cross the building. He's like straight up after the building that you could go into. They got outdoor and indoor. And, but anyways, like I said, I just wanted to go over my reviews of this band and put them right back on the map where they belong, because I would love to see these guys do another friggin' album. I mean, I did write a comment on one of their videos, and I think it was Line 'em Up off the Hellacious, talking about how they should come back and Of course, you got some wisecracker telling me, these guys suck. Like, shut up, you friggin' jerkball. Whatever. Don't matter. If you want a good licking, keep on kicking, get yourself some Dangerous Toys. I recommend it. Until the next video, folks, be safe, take care, always beware, out.